In that witness statement of your witness, please tell the court where the witness says police were intimidating voters at Kaungu polling station.
I think the survey has given his fashion, but I was trying to give it in my own fashion, not what is coming to testify here. I think you have his own time to testify for that polling station.
All right, so let me approach it a bit differently. Were you at the Kaungu polling station?
I also
You are not.
yes.
Your nexus or connection with Kaungu polling station regarding what took place on the 27th of November last year is this witness called James Mbeere.
My items.
That is your next. Yes?
He was not an agent.
Okay, you are witness. Have you lined up another witness for Kaungu polling station?
Neither is an agent.
Yes?
An agent.
Council, let's not waste time. Paragraph 13. Don't waste too much time.
I hear you. Now, this witness, whom I'm referring you to, you know from his evidence, and even from what you showed us from the videos, he alleges to have been shot outside the polling station, actually outside somebody's gate. True?
Not outside the gate, but outside the polling station.
Outside the polling station, but outside somebody's gate, outside somebody's compound. Not in the polling station. Yes, correct? Now, in the course of your, I'm sure you are taken through some, as candidates and even your agents, you are taken through some form of a briefing of what constitutes a polling station before you are, as you are being prepared towards the elections. Did you attend any briefing?
Yes, he did.
And during those briefings, you are told, or you are able to know that a polling station has a radius of about 400 meters.
Yes.
Correct? And that is the place where the presiding officer is.
It was done by the police officers who are accompanying this state officer. Now the issue is violence taking place in or near the polling station.
Now, okay, fine, I hear you. It was your evidence in chief that this violence which you claim occurred was meant to suppress or scare away your people who are coming to vote in your favor, especially your strongholds, to use your word.
Scare away voters, and especially those who are coming to vote for the opposition. Yes. Now, this Kaungu polling station falls within Zawa ward, right? Yes. Is it a station you claim to be one of your strongholds where violence was then being used to suppress the turnout which could have been in your favor? Yes, if you look at what happened at Kaungu, Your Honor, you will find that despite the violence, the difference of votes is very small. Make sure that we have the correct record. My Lord, my name is Deva. Perhaps council should be able to describe the two things, a polling station and a polling center, that we understand where is he talking about. Is it because the polling station is the classroom itself, the polling center is where there is a distribution of the 400 meters, just for the purpose of clarification. I think he probably knows that better than most of us, but let's go ahead. Only that is not without advising.
All right, just be clear.
It's okay, it's okay.
For the purposes of what I did. Very well. Now, do you know how many? Let's have a look at the results from that polling station so that we can get out of it. Let's go to Kaungu polling station. My lord, in my Mbando, the results for this station are contained in page number 54. So page number.
Top definition.
It's both
Where it says page.
yes, page at the top. And then
Kaungu,
verse side,
yes.
the verse side.
Yes.
Now, please go there.
Top center.
Yes.
Again. And you find that the agents, all of them were unducking for safety. Some even hiding below, under the tables. So maybe there are some force which were introduced, we don't know. Maybe even what is reported here as 174 is not real from my competitor. That is what we will be digging.
Very well, very well. You have seen the voting stopped for about 2 hours.
Correct.
In a Kaungu polling station.
Yes.
And it is also your evidence you were not at that polling station.
I wasn't.
Where did you get this information
From our agents.
Which one?
From our agents, from
Called who?
I think it's in our files. He's somewhere. You will meet him at an opportune time.
Is it the person called James Mureithi Ireri?
Yes, there's one Nicholas Gitonga here.
You said there is Nicholas Gitonga.
Yes.
Is he one of the witnesses you have in this matter?
I don't think.
Is he? please confirm that he is, the Gitonga you have mentioned is not a witness in this matter.
It's not a witness.
And if he is not your witness, then it cannot be the basis on which you come to tell the court this station stopped voting for 2 hours. So please tell us, based on the witnesses you have here, where do you get the information voting was suspended for 2 hours? Because the evidence I have from Kaungu, from you, does not mention anything of that nature.
You see, to prove that, if at all the court can maybe ask for that proof, and they can, maybe the court can ask, we produce one Gitonga for your purpose, we can.
All right, I've heard you. Now, before I leave this station, is it your evidence that during the alleged 2 hours of suspension of voting, there was vote stuffing into the ballot box? Is it your evidence?
No, it is not.
No, it isn't.
But we want to be scrutinizing to see.
I've heard you. Yes. I've heard you. Let's go to Kianamo. What is your main issue with this station called Kianamo?
I say violence and default and bribery.
Violence and?
Photo bribery, violence.
Voter bribery and violence. And this voter bribery and violence, is it in the polling center or the polling station, or is it outside the polling station?
Close proximity to the polling center.
It is close to the polling center, but outside it, right?
Yes.
It is outside the polling station.
You see this issue of, I don't know how you would want me to answer this question, but Your Honor, when this polling station, why we are bringing the issue of this polling station is to prove the violence that was in most of the polling stations. That is why we have brought it here. Not even about the votes. It's about the violence that took place there.
So for Kianamo, you are more concerned about the violence.
Kianamo is about the violence and voter bribery.
So did this violence, according to you, suppress the voter turnout?
Of course. Because when violence is coming from state agents, for example, from the government side, won't you expect the voters who could have come out to vote for the opposition?
I'm just trying to get you the results so that we can look at, so that I can demonstrate to you that the voter turnout was not what you say.
Which page? Answer.
Just a minute, my lord. Page 60 of my bundle, center top. Please, let's have a look at it. Kindly confirm the station and 5. This is station 1 of 1, which means it is a single polling station. Please confirm that the registered voters are 508. Kianamu.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please confirm that the valid votes cast are 322.
Yes, Your Honor.
I have calculated and found this to have been a 63% voter turnout. 63%. Would you describe this as suppressed voter turnout?
Yes, it could be.
Not it could
Depending
be.
on what happened that day.
So it is your evidence 63% voter turnout is a suppressed voter turnout.
If there was no voter, if there was no violence, maybe it would have been higher than this, Your Honor.
Further confirm that you are the overwhelming winner in that polling station. To the fourth respondents, 83.
Yes, to that, Your Honor.
To that, to the fourth respondents, 83. Despite the allegations you make.
Yes.
Very well. I heard you say your agents were excluded from some polling stations and the tallying center. And I want to start with the tallying center, where you say your party leader was excluded.
No, I think what I said is that when the votes were being transported now to the tallying center, the no agents went there.
Yeah, let restrict your question. You're answering to, was your party leader? Is it your evidence your party leader was excluded from the tallying center, and you have an issue with that?
He was not excluded, but he could not find his way to that place.
He could not.
He could not find his way because of the heavy presence of police officers on the roads, the GSU on the roads.
So did he get there or not?
He didn't.
He did not get to the
He
tallying.
didn't.
Had you appointed your party leader, your agent, for the purposes of this by-election? Was he your agent?
No, he wasn't.
He was not your agent. I want to refer you to rule number 85 of the General Regulations 2012 regarding people who are permitted to be inside tallying center. Please read rule number 85.
A, the presiding officers and other election officials on duty are candidates, a person nominated as a deputy to the candidate, where applicable, a member of the commission, authorized agents, a police officer on duty, duly accredited election observers, and duly accredited media persons.
Do you see the name of party leader anywhere there? Do you see the name of the party leader anywhere there?
Is not?
For whichever party?
Is not? But for good practice, you would have to go back.
therefore, notwithstanding that you tell us it is your party leader who didn't find his way to the tallying center, Even if he had actually found his way there legally, he could have been excluded. Now, there is the issue of, you are talking of heavy police presence in that election, heavy police presence. How many police officers did you find in a polling station or polling center, and therefore you found their number to be overwhelming?
You see, we used to 2, Your Honor, but now there were more than even 5, 10.
There were 5, 10. Which polling station?
For example, like the one I was referring to, Katakari, I found 2 in uniform, and someone brought us on a Land Rover.
You are the one in Gatakari. You are at the Gatakari polling station yourself.
Yes, I was there.
You are there.
Yes.
You found 2 police officers in uniform.
In uniform.
2 police officers in uniform.
Yes.
And those 2 police officers in uniform were the ones on official duty for the purposes of this election, right?
Yeah.
Those others who are not in uniform, did they play any role to get as far as this election was concerned?
At Katakari.
Yes.
At Katakari, what happened, Your Honor, is that there was a vehicle.
Answer the question.
Did they play any role
The ones in?
regarding this election? The ones who are not in uniform, who you allege are there, they are not in uniform. Did they play any role? Did you see them inside the voting room?
At Katakari, no.
You didn't see them inside the voting
I
room.
did not see them. No.
Did you see the presiding officer giving them any instructions?
No, he wasn't.
I want us to go to a station in which you raise a lot of issues with, called Getibori. I may not be able to get the pronunciation right. Getibori or Getivori. Let's go to Getibori. What is your main issue? Sorry, first of all, how many stations are in Getibori? How many polling stations are in that polling center, Getibori?
There are 2.
2 polling stations. Let us start with the polling station number 1.
What page is this?
My Lord, in the petition, sorry, I've not yet gone to the results. I'm just referring to the petition, where I'm referring to his witness in page number 83. Page number 83 of the petition bundle. He's actually referring to Getibori 2, that witness, not Getibori 1. You said, or you explained in your evidence in chief, of an incident that occurred at this station.
Yes, Your Honor.
Specifically, you said there was a mysterious fire caused by an explosion in the gas lamp which was being lit.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mysterious. Why do you call it mysterious?
We don't know how it came about because it appears like as if it was a plant issue. Because immediately this happened, that is the time the CS came to the polling station and demanding to be shown the Democratic Party agents. And all of a sudden, he accused them of trying to ban the votes. And then he started disciplining them. It was a serious issue. In fact, there is no election that took place here.
There is no election that took place at Igitiburi,
Yes,
according to you.
yes, according to me.
That is very well. I appreciate. At what time did this gas explosion occur?
It was almost at the time they were to start counting of votes.
It was after the close of voting. Voting had closed. It was past 5 p.m.
Very well, but counting had not commenced.
Are you aware that as a precautionary measure, the IMBC and its polls officials keep a backup lighting in the nature of gas lamps in case power were to go off during the counting process? Are you aware of that?
I am aware.
You're aware they keep a backup in the nature of gas lamps, just in case there is a power blackout or power failure.
Yes, well.
And that therefore this explains the presence of the gas lamp which exploded at that polling station that day.
You may take it that way, but
That is why this gas lamp was there.
oh yes, that's why.
Are you also aware that at the close of the voting, the presiding officer gives the entire team which has been conducting this exercise from the wee hours of the day a short healthy break before now they can convert the polling station into a counting room?
That I cannot tell because I was not there. It will be given by the agents when they come.
I'm not just talking about Igitiburi in particular. I'm now generalizing that they would take a short break because these people remember they started before 6 in the morning. Now they want to start counting.
Yes.
So they have been given a short break of about 30 minutes or so. Did your agent or the witness tell you that after the voting, that they were indeed given this break at Igitiburi?
Yes. But there was a directive.
Let me hold on. I'll come to that. Did your witness also tell you that just before counting of the votes started, the deputy presiding officer accidentally knocked the gas lamp, which fell to the ground and exploded?
That will be better explained by them, those who are present.
So your witnesses never told you anything?
And
They are coming to stand here as independent entities.
They will come here.
Very well, very well. Did any of your witnesses, because you are not at Igitiburi yourself, tell you that somebody kicked the gas lamp on purpose so that it exploded?
What we are saying that it was suspicious is that immediately the gas lamp exploded. That is the time the CS came with so many youths. That time.
Now, are you aware that after the explosion, there was fire in the room? There was fire in the room, which then ordinarily people had to, first of all, take care of their safety, that there was fire, right?
Correct.
You're aware of that?
Correct.
And therefore, it was natural that the first thing to do was, we are looking at safety, right?
Okay.
And that the PO took efforts to ensure that the ballot box, which has the ballots, is not burnt by removing it from the room and keeping it in the car for safety during that fire breakout.
I don't think it was your car.
Where was it kept? Where were the materials kept after they have been removed from the fire room? Where were they taken?
They were taken, I have said, when this happened, immediately the CS came.
Let's concentrate on the materials first. We'll come to the
The
PS.
materials were taken outside, Your Honor, to a parked vehicle,
They were
which later they were retrieved.
Yes, so they were taken from the room which has fire and they were put into a vehicle outside.
Outside, but now the problem is this.
Hold on, I'll come to that. I'll come to that. Answer what I ask you, not what you want to answer. The materials have been removed from the room which has fire. They have been taken into a motor vehicle.
Yes.
Did CS Roko access that car? Was he inside that car?
He wasn't?
He wasn't. Was the fourth respondent inside that
He
car?
wasn't?
Were his agents inside that car?
He wasn't?
Was any agent inside that car?
I don't think so.
There wasn't. And now you tell us, during these happenings, the CS now came, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see. Now, before I come to that still, you told us that this polling center has 2 polling stations, Getivori 1, Getivori 2. And that counting, and that the ballots were collated together and counted as one. Is that your evidence?
Yes.
They were collated together from Getivori 1, Getivori 2, and counted as one. True?
Counted at one, as one?
What is
No, they were counted independent, but in room 2.
Ah, very well. Materials.
Just a second.
Yes, ma'am.
You asked him whether they were collated together. Collating means putting them together.
Correct,
Yes.
correct. That's
So
what
they
it
were
is.
put together.
Which is not.
What? Okay, just tell me what happened.
And you see also, if I may add there, I don't know whether I'm supposed to add or not. What we are saying is that those votes which were taken to room 2, Your Honor, our agents were not there. They are already there now.
No, before that, what was your evidence on category 1 and 2 about the counting of the votes?
The recounting of, I mean, at Getifori, what happened is that when they were removed from the vehicle which was parked somewhere, and then taken to the other classroom, now counting of votes started, Your Honor. But it started in absence of our agents. They were not there. We did not know whether this box which was counted, whether it was the one that was removed during from the fire, being saved from fire. Maybe it is another one that was removed from the vehicle. We can't tell.
So what I can write is category 1 and 2 ballot boxes were counted in one room.
In one room.
Which room number was it?
Number 2.
Okay. And the part of your complaint regarding this polling station is after this ballot was moved to Getibori 2, your agents were not there. So you don't know what happened.
Yes.
So again, I'll take you to my bundle, page number 74. Page number 73. Let's start with page number 73, center top. Page 73, center top. Now let's go to the agents and the candidates if present at the bottom, the table at the bottom. Correct?
Yes.
Let us see the people who are signing or witnessing the results. I can see there is, can you have a look at them?
Yes, I
The
can
people
see.
who are witnessing the results. please read for us who witnessed the results for the UDA.
Monica Njage.
Which station are you? We are in 1, Ketiburi 1. Page number 73 at the top center. You found it. Now, please tell us who witnessed these results from the agents or candidates, if present, table. We start with the first one. Joseph Mugendi is witnessing on whose behalf?
CCK.
The next one, Ignatius Ngare is witnessing for?
You don't have a name like Ignatius here. The first one here is Simon Kariuki.
Where are you reading?
Page
Oh,
73.
this is, I've seen where you are.
Who do you see as witnessing those results?
I see Joseph Mugendi.
Joseph Mugendi of Chama Chakazi.
Yeah.
Then who is next?
There's Ignatius Ngari
For which party?
for UDA.
And who is the third person?
We have Simon K. Namu for DP.
For the DP.
Yes,
And what was your party?
DP.
DP.
But this is not my
Let us
name.
let us go to. Sorry, before we go further, let us go to the bottom of that same result form. Presiding of. First of all, it is confirmed all agents, all signed. Number 1, all signed. Okay,
All signed.
all
Yeah.
signed.
Yeah.
I've heard you say Simon Namu was not your agent.
Yes, he wasn't.
He was an imposter, according to you.
Yes, he wasn't. Yep.
What action have you taken regarding this imposter?
That is why I'm here.
Have you reported him to the police so that he can be investigated and action taken?
There are so many things, Your Honor, that we report and
Please answer my
I
question.
haven't.
You have not.
I haven't.
Do you know that it is a criminal offense for somebody to pass himself off as an agent, as a candidate's agent without authority?
Maybe including even the one who was ending him.
Do you know it is an offense
Maybe it is an offense.
or you don't know?
Maybe I don't know, but it could be an offense.
Did your agent, sorry, who was your agent? Now that Simon K. Namo was not your agent, who was your agent for this station?
My agent, my names, I cannot locate well, but he is a witness for this case.
For Getiburi 1.
Yes.
We are in Getiburi 1.
Yes, yes, yes.
Who was your
We
agent?
have a witness.
Okay, I'll come back to it as you, because you are looking, your counsel is assisting to see whether you can find it. Now, did you have people, the candidates usually call assisting agents or substitute agents or reliever agents, whichever one you use, who would stand in for an agent when the agent is either goes for lunch or short call?
Yes, they are. You're always there. Yep.
Who was the reliever or substitute agent for Getiburi 1?
In this case for Getifori, there was no reliever who was engaged during that day.
So you are
During the day at all, nobody.
I see.
Yes.
I see. Did you keep an inventory of your agents in all the polling stations in Mbeere North? Did you have something like an inventory or a sheet where their names are and details are contained? And if so, have you filed that evidence so that you can exclude this person as one of the agents?
I think my chief agent will be coming that.
I'm asking you, do you
Me,
have?
I don't have myself.
You don't have. So there is nothing other than your word of mouth to confirm that Simon is not your agent.
It will be proved in the fullness of time.
Did you seek any recount in that polling station?
Pardon?
Do you know that as a candidate and your agents, you have a right to seek a recount in the first instance
Yes.
from the presiding officer?
Yes.
Did you seek any recount here?
Yes, I said.
Did you seek a recount in
Yes, I
Getibori?
sought through my chief agent. But what they said,
You have said you sought through your chief agent. Am I therefore right to say that your chief agent was present at Getibori 1?
he wasn't present.
He wasn't.
Yeah.
So how was he seeking recount and he is not at the polling station?
You do not have to be in a polling station because already you have agents there. The agents are the ones which are reporting your honor. And what they are reporting is that we are not the ones who signed. These signatures are not ours. So when we engaged the returning officer, he said we cannot deal with it because it is already signed. And true, it is signed, but it is not our agent for that day.
All right, let's go to Getibori 2. Getibori 2. The next page, which is page number 74 at the top. The form itself has page 55. At the right top, Getibori 2. Let us look at the agents who witnessed the results. The agents who have witnessed these results, please read these witnesses, these agents. Getibori 2. Let's go to the agents or candidates if present.
Yes.
Who is the first agent who is witnessing the results?
Simon Kariuki Namo.
Simon Kariuki Namo, right?
Yes.
He has put his ID number there.
Yes.
Which party is he witnessing for?
DP.
DP.
Yes.
That is your party.
Yeah.
Okay. The next agent witnessing?
Ide the Wanjagi.
Wanjagi. CCK.
Yes.
In total, there are 4 who have witnessed the results.
Correct.
All signed, indicated there by the presiding officer. Now, both Getibori 1 and 2, in both Getibori 1 and 2, which are being counted in the same room, did you see any ballots being stuffed into the ballot box? Do you have any evidence to that?
No, I have no evidence. But
You have answered me.
Okay.
Do you have any evidence of there being a discrepancy between what is contained in this form, that 5A for Getibori 1 and 2, with what was in the KIEMS kit, in the KIEMS? Do you have any evidence of any inconsistency between what is in these forms and what is in the KIEMS? No? You have no evidence? I heard you say that is the issue which you really wanted us to go to. The CS came to the station and you have raised a lot of heat about this. What did he do after he has come to the station regarding these results? The CS. He has come after the voting is finished. What else did he do?
It is not about the results.
What did he do?
It is about the boxes which were removed from the vehicle. We can't know whether they are the real boxes or they are boxes which came with that vehicle. We can't know. And that is why we are seeking for scrutiny. Because if boxes are removed from the room and taken now somewhere else to a civilian, and then back again for counting, you cannot agree with that or that process. We are not saying that it changed the results, but maybe you were counting votes in the wrong box.
Now, if by any chance the ballots were stuffed, as you appear to be convinced, then it would be the case that the turnout in this station should be overwhelming, isn't it?
Correct.
Very well. Let us go to category 1. The same form I showed you, page number 73 of my bundle. Please confirm the registered voters in category 1 are 357. Category 1.
Thanks. What was the number again?
Sorry. Sorry, my lord, it is 428. 428. $428, my lord. Now, please confirm the total number of valid votes cast is 285. 285.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's go to category number 2, the next page. And in this one, please confirm that the total number of registered voters are 427.
Yes, Your Honor.
The total number of votes cast is 262.
262.
262.
Yeah.
As you can see, these numbers do not exceed the registered number of voters. They do not even approach, they are not even near the number of voters. There is the issue you have raised again with a lot of vigor regarding this physical register of the voters. I'm moving to another area now. The register of voters. You have said it was not deployed in this election.
Yes, Your Honor.
If the physical voters register had been deployed, where did you expect to find it? Where, according to you, where did you expect to find it? Do you expect to find it displayed on the wall of the voting room, the voters register?
Not about the wall.
Where did you expect to find it?
Inside, so that you verify the one who is coming to vote, whether he comes from that locality.
Now, there is a list of voters of the polling station. There is a list with the names of the voters. Could this be what you are conflating with the register of voters? Do you know there is a difference? The list of the voters and the register of voters.
I think the list of the voters must be pinned somewhere.
Very, very well.
Yeah.
Now, were your agents present when the polling stations were opened in the morning?
Yes, they were.
Were opened at what time? 6 in the morning?
Maybe 6.
6 in the morning. Were your agents present when the KIMS kit were put on? When the KIMS kit were started, like the way you start your car?
I
Were they
believe,
present?
I believe so.
You yourself, did you witness any KIMS kit being put on
No,
that
no,
day?
No.
Your chief agent?
Maybe my chief agent.
Okay. Are you aware that for the KIMS to function, it had to scan the QR code, which is in the physical voters register? In every polling station, the starting point for the KIMS gadget to work is by scanning the QR code, which is in the physical voters register. Are you aware of that?
Very well.
You're aware? You are aware or you are not?
I'm aware of the scanning
Scanning to open.
to open.
It scans the physical voters register's QR code, then it lights up and starts the work of the day.
The bone of contention is the manual.
I'll come to that. Are you equally aware that the physical voters register is used as a last resort, as a mode of identification, if the biometric identification through the KIMS fails? You know, are you aware that it comes in as the very last resort of the physical voters register, which you really want to see? Are you aware it comes at the tail end if the gadgets have failed?
I don't think so, because
Are you aware or you are not?
I am aware.
You are aware that the physical voters register will be used only if the KIMS fail to identify.
I don't think. I've participated.
Are you also aware that the KIMS starts by trying to identify through the biometrics? Are you aware? The first step is the biometrics. You are aware of that? You're aware that it starts with the biometrics?
Yes.
And that if the biometrics fail, like the commissioner was explaining in one of the videos you showed us, and Rito, then the PO goes to the alphanumeric identification where they key in the details of your ID card. And that notwithstanding that this is being done alphanumerically, still the identification is through the KIMS, not physical register. Are you aware of that? Yes or no?
Yes.
You're aware. Please tell us in which polling station the KIMS was unable to identify voters biometrically. Which polling station it was unable, so that then there was the
Chicago
need
Social Hall.
to resort to the physical register.
Chicago Social Hall.
Now this Chicago County Hall. And how many polling stations? 2. So the failure to identify via the KIMS, according to you, occurred in which polling station? 1 or 2?
Maybe I refer to it.
This failure occurred in 1 or in 2.
In this case, they are not specific. Here it's not specific.
Okay, you are not sure whether it occurred in 1 or 2.
Yes, Your Honor.
What time did it fail?
It's not, also time is not indicated.
You do not know what time it failed.
Yes, it's not indicated.
I see. Because of this alleged failure of the Kims at Siakago Primary, is it Siakago Primary?
No, social hall.
Social hall. Was the voting disrupted because of that alleged failure by the Kims, so that people were disenfranchised? They didn't vote.
No, it wasn't.
Voting went on all right.
It was only those two people who voted despite being not captured by the Kims.
2 people voted without being captured by the Kims.
Yes, and you have said it is important that first of all somebody is captured before he votes.
Very well. But you do not know whether this happened in 1 or in 2.
Yes, sir.
And you also do not know what time it happened.
Yes, sir.
How did you know? Were you there at this polling station? Were you there?
I wasn't.
You are not. How did you know? Or where do you get this information from?
It's through agents.
Which agent in particular?
We need to check. I think we have an agent for this polling station.
Michael Murethi Jue? Is your agent Michael Murethi Jue, or is another one? All right, if you are not sure, we can move for the sake of time to something else. I've seen that you complain of an unusually high turnout of assistant voters. A very high turnout.
Yes, Your Honor.
Of assistant voters. What did you want the IEBC and its officials to do regarding this? Or what do you, to the best of your knowledge, what does the law say regarding this? Does the law permit assistant voters vote?
Yes.
Are they supposed to be assistant? If somebody comes to the polling station and says, I'm an illiterate or I don't know how to read or write, the law permits them to be assistant.
The law permits to be assistant. Only that this, it was suspicious.
And that in the case of assistant voters, either they are being assisted by the presiding officer in the presence of the person they have come with, and in the absence of that, in the presence of agents, right?
We are not talking of the agents being assisted by the presiding officer.
Yes.
The agents being a voter being accompanied by a helper to vote.
Yes.
And you see, voting is local.
Yes.
So we know each and every one, including in this election, even a teacher will be assistant.
Yes, even if it is a teacher, the law, unfortunately, the law says if he has come and he seeks to be assistant, he should be assistant, right?
Yes.
Okay, it has not laid out exceptions and it said if it is a teacher, he cannot be an assistant, isn't it?
Yes, but it's not.
Now, did you see the IMBC and its officials do otherwise other than merely assist? Did they do anything beyond that? Other than just assist the voter who needed to be assistant? Did they do anything beyond that? The PO and the presiding officer and the team, other than assisting these voters, which the law permits them because the voter is in need of assistance.
Yeah.
Did they do anything beyond that?
I don't think they did.
Don't think so, yeah. Are they in a position to read the mind or what is behind these people to know that this is not an illiterate person?
You know, but locals know. They can be able to spot that this person knows how to write.
Does the law require that the locals be the ones to set this standard? The locals? No. Tied to the same question, you complain that the forms, they are the forms which are filled. When an assistant voter has voted, there is the form which is filled by the presiding officer. And you have said they were brought to Gangara using motorbikes. And you have an issue with that. You have an issue with the forms which are being used to assist the assistant voters being brought in motorbikes after the forms have been depleted in the station. What is your issue with that?
I don't know whether it is within the law, but my issue is that when electoral materials are in the wrong hands, especially in the civilians, and not the officers from the IMBC, then anything is subject to manipulation.
So when you talk of materials being in the wrong hands, please clarify. Are you saying that these motorbikes which were carrying the forms were not under the control of the IMBC?
I don't think.
Not you don't think, you have to be specific here.
They were not. If it is motorbike who is going to drive more than 30 kilometers, are they in control?
Whose motorbikes were these?
I don't know.
To the best of your knowledge, does the IMBC own the motor vehicles and motorbikes which transport materials?
I don't think.
Do you know that the IMBC sources contracts services including transport Have you ever heard of people hiring their motor vehicles to the IBC during these elections?
Transport that the IBC hire, already in that vehicle there is an IBC official. But in this case, we are talking of a person who is driving so many kilometers alone.
And you know that person is not an IBC official?
He is not.
Okay, give us the name of the person who was driving the motorbike, who is not an IBC official.
I don't have here.
You don't have. After these forms have gotten depleted at the polling station, and the IBC has dispatched them with the motorbikes so that they can arrive as soon as possible to ensure the people continue voting smoothly. What is your issue with that? You wanted the IBC to delay with the forms because the forms have gotten finished. IBC has been alerted. It has dispatched the quickest mode of transport to the polling station. What is your issue with that?
This is a statutory document. I think it should be accompanied by a lawful officer or official of IBC. It cannot be left to anybody, even from ambush.
From your understanding, are these forms votes? Were they put into the ballot box as votes, these forms?
I don't think.
They were not. Are you also seeking to scrutinize these forms? Are you seeking to scrutinize these forms in this election petition?
When will be scrutinized?
Are you seeking to have them relooked by the Honorable Court through a process called scrutiny?
Yes, they will not be excluded.
Are you seeking or you are not?
Yes, as long as they
Are you seeking or you are not?
we are seeking.
You are seeking.
My Lord, these I'm seeking the guidance of the court and the examination. But council appears for a constitutional body. My Lord, when council puts a question to the witness, do you have a problem that IBC procured these services? Do you have a problem that IBC wanted to expedite the process? My Lord, in law, does that first of all amount to an admission of that particular allegation, even through the means of cross-examination?
Counsel, you know this is cross-examination.
Yes, sir. Yes, my Lord.
I cannot tell a party how
That's correct, my
to
Lord.
word his questions. I think that is more suitable for cross-examination, for submission.
My Lord, but the court has taken notice
Yeah.
of it, my Lord. Thank
That
you.
is more suitable for submissions.
So
I fully understand
Yes, my Lord.
your issue, which is that IBC as a constitutional body has parameters within which it operates.
Yeah, that's
what
correct.
other people think is irrelevant.
That's correct, my Lord.
Yeah.
We will be doing it in our submissions.
So in your application for scrutiny and even in the petition, you are seeking to scrutinize these forms, including the forms used on the assistant voters. True or false?
I'm seeking scrutinizing of what the contents of in the box vis-a-vis the KIMS.
So you are not in these forms. We can, for now, sit assured
I'm seeking
they are not your concern.
is scrutinizing those people who passed through the KIMS kit and appended their fingerprint vis-a-vis what is the box. Because
Very well, very well. I hear you.
Yes.
I hear that the forms which were being used regarding the assistant voters don't form part of your claim for scrutiny.
Yeah. My Lord, Kiragwa Duta here. I don't think that is what the witness is saying.
What is in the petition?
It is all of them. The box has both the forms, the assisted voter forms, it has the ballot boxes, all that. So he's saying whatever the content of those boxes, that's what we want. But my learned senior should not try to then cut off some.
I think he wants to know whether your client is clear what he wants.
Oh, very well. Maybe Newton can just clarify. But it's the content of the boxes in totality.
That is short for you, Mheshimiwa.
yes,
As you seek scrutiny of these forms, what are you looking for in those forms? Because you cannot just be scrutinizing for the sake of it. what is it you are looking for in these forms?
I don't think when we will be scrutinizing the contents of the boxes, it will be minus anything that is inside that box.
I'm asking you a specific question. What are you looking for regarding the forms which were used regarding assistant voters?
We also want to see whether they are real forms from the MBC.
That is what you are seeking to know,
Yeah.
whether they are real forms.
Could not be, maybe they are not real.
I see. Your hope is maybe to find if they are not real forms from the IBC. Maybe to hope. The hope is they might turn out not to be forms from the IBC. Right? You see, you are not telling the Honorable Court forms which were used were not from IBC. It is your hope that the process of scrutiny will assist you establish that fact. That's your hope. Correct?
You see these forms in the box, the assistant voters, still they voted. And maybe even there were some votes which were introduced in those boxes.
Okay. I've heard you. Let us go to this other issue you have raised of escorting ballot boxes to the tallying center, and where you allege that your agents were excluded in the escorting. You have raised that issue.
Yes, we have raised the issue.
Was the IBC obligated to carry agents in its vehicle when transporting the results to the tallying center, or the agents are obligated to use their means to the tallying center?
I don't know what the law says, but they should have created a space maybe to transport some, or even allow them. But the problem is here that even without that, they were not allowed to access the tallying center. They were not.
Your agents were disallowed from accessing the tallying center. Who disallowed them?
Almost all agents were not finding their way into that tallying center.
Who disallowed them?
The police officers were very firm on whoever was getting in that space.
The police were firm to ensure that only the officials who you rent under Rule 85 of the Rules of 2012 access the station. Accredited people within the Rule 85, right?
Yes, and agents is one of them.
Okay.
Yes.
Who was excluding them? Who was excluding them? And what was the criteria for exclusion?
I'm saying barriers had already been built or mounted that with the specific instructions that nobody is allowed to pass through this point. So even those agents would not have found their way into the tallying center.
Did you have agents at the tallying center?
I didn't see.
Not even one.
Myself.
Your own agents, DP.
No.
Did you have agents at the tallying center?
Only me and the chief agent.
You and the chief agent were in the tallying center.
Yes.
Okay. From the entirety of your evidence, from the whole of your evidence and that of your witnesses, is there a result, a single result from a single polling station which, as announced at the polling station, differs with what was announced at the tallying center? That is to say, is there any polling station whose returns in Form 35A are different from what has been tallied at the tallying center?
Through agents? Come again?
There are two result forms. There is the 35A at the polling station. which is showing how many votes you got in a particular polling station like Getivori 1. All right? This result is what was carried to the tallying center to tally the results for the entire constituency, isn't it? Now, because you question the transportation and all that, is there any result which has been transported to the tallying center? And when you find the results at the tallying center and you can tell the court, look, this is not what was announced at Getivori. This has changed in between during the transit to the tallying center. Do you have any?
If it is a Getivori, as you are trying to bring it, Getivori already, the agents have said they are not the ones who signed.
I think my question is different. My question is different.
So you have touched on Getivori
As an example, because I wanted you to get what I'm asking you. My question is, do you have evidence of any single polling station whose results upon arriving at the tallying center have changed? They are different because the mode of transport is suspect.
I think what I have seen here is that the entries in Form 5A and B, some were varying.
Somewhere.
They were varying. You may find 351 and then all of a sudden you find 350. That is what I think I can be able to prove here.
And this happened during this transit?
I don't think
Give us the station you have in mind.
If I take you to 104,
That's your affidavit. Is that your affidavit?
yes, this is. If you look at 104, forms from that 5A and alternative figures on the number of foreign votes cast. The content varying figures from those indicated from that 5A. And if you look at Career Primary School, Joanna,
You're looking at paragraph?
paragraph 104.
Paragraph. Page or paragraph?
Paragraph 104. Page 105.
Yeah.
So if you look at these polling stations, we are saying that from that 5A and alternative figures on the number of foreign votes cast. If you look at Career Primary School, from that 5A as 225, while from that 5B as 223. If you look at Getivori Primary School, from that 5A as 262, while from that 5B as 261. Kamogo Primary School 1449, 456, from that 5B is 449. Moshonoka Primary Polling Station, from that 5A as 304 entry, and that 5B as 303.
All right. Are you aware that from that 5A, that the 5A is filled manually, whereas form number that 5B is Excel sheet generated? Are you aware?
But even if it is Excel, they will not.
No, are you aware?
I'm aware.
Are you aware that if a mistake of tabulation has occurred in the manual entries, when you feed them into the Excel sheet, which is from that 5A, they automatically correct themselves? Are you aware of that?
I don't know. You want to say these have corrected themselves?
That is where I'm heading to.
I don't know.
So that if Newton Kariuki got, this is an example I'm giving you, got 20 votes at Getivori, and the fourth respondent got 20 votes at Getivori, the total is 40, right? The total valid votes would be 40. But if at the bottom of that Getivori, that the 5A, the total is indicated as 41 by pen, when these results are submitted to the returning officer and they are fed into the Excel sheet called that 5B, although they are reading 41, in the Excel sheet they will automatically correct themselves and read 40. Basically, that's what I'm telling you.
I don't know, maybe
You don't know that.
be prosecuted by my lawyers.
And I'm telling you, the tabulation of the which you have stretched out in 104, that is the way in which those errors have been dealt with, and the returning officer will be showing this in his evidence.
Very well.
There is this issue you raise. There is the issue you raise about a certain, or rather that the register of voters which was used is not as it was in 2022, the register. Is it your evidence that the register which was used is not the register as at 2022? Or it is the 2022 register, 2022 elections register which was used?
Have I seen about anything about the register? What I've seen is that it was very specific, Your Honor, that there were some voters which did not vote in 2022, and there we were to use that register. Then that voter, that voter who never voted in 2022, there is no way he would have voted in 2025. I think that is the argument.
I want us to look at this polling station called Mondo polling station, or rather the place where you allege somebody called Collins Munene voted. In your petition, it appears at page number 26, as numbered from the top. Oh, sorry, 20, written by hand. Looks like 26. Are you there? Collins Munene, right?
Yes.
I want you to tell my lord how you knew Collins Munene has been registered as a voter when registration of voters for the by-election areas is frozen. How did you know that he has been registered as a voter?
You see, we are asking the same question because, Your Honor.
No, Mr. Kariuki. I will ask you the question and then you will answer.
You see, voting is local. People already they know those who vote and those who do not vote. They also know those who vote in the other areas and they don't vote in their local areas. So this was an alarm that was raised. And then we had to prove, to see whether it is true or not. And indeed we found that this person in the Kim's kit is there, but in the voter register is not there.
Who raised the alarm so that you could know Collins has been registered? Who raised the alarm?
I think those voters and agents. I'm saying voting is local. They know one another.
I'm asking you a very simple
question. So I think the issue is whether it is true or not, and that shouldn't be proved.
How did you know that Collins, who was not a voter in 2022, has been registered as a voter?
Because he is a Kim's kit, and he is not in the register of 2022.
How did you know he is in the Kim's kit? How did you know he is in the Kim's kit?
Yeah, my lord, this is Kirago Aduta, and I say this with a lot of respect, my lord, because it is not a contested issue at all. In fact, it is an admitted issue that this voter was registered on 8th October 2025. So really how he knew...
When you say it is...
Sorry?
You say it is admitted?
It is admitted.
By who?
By an affidavit of Edin Ibrahim Golicha.
For IBC?
For IBC.
It's a different...
And she says, I admit that on 8th October 2025, I registered Collins Munene Murioki as a voter through the Kim's kit at my Ruiru constituency office.
You see?
And that I discovered this mistake and immediately alerted the ICT department. So really, it is not an issue of whether somebody was registered when the election was...
The rest will be for submissions, Council.
Yes.
The rest
2 weeks to the election.
The rest will be for submissions.
It's okay,
My Lord, the only thing that my Lord would seek in urgency is granted this kind of an admission which is express, whether the witness can be perjured on that particular ground, because there is an express admission in the affidavit. So that you can just refer him to the affidavit, but then just ask the question to answer it.
No, Council.
Yes, Your Honor.
Council. It is not your chance to cross-examine.
It is true.
You will re-examine. Sit down.
Show you the answer.
Sit down. Yeah. What? Yes.
Yes, Adrian, for the fourth respondent.
Are you cross-examining now? or-
I'm not cross-examining,
Yeah.
but there is a point of procedure which I would seek to raise.
Yeah.
Because it gets to a point when the learned counsel for the petitioner realized that their witness is having difficulty responding to question, then they quickly gallop to his aid. And it would seem that there was a very deliberate reason why they have opted to stay very close to the dock. So my request, my lord, is that we just allow the witness, who is very competent in my view, to address the issues as they arise. And if there is a need for intervention, then there will be an opportunity for us as council to do so. Thank you, my lord.
But you know, with cross-examination, because of its latitude, people may want to object to whatever it is, relevance, admissibility, whatever it is. Just like here, I think he rose at some stage. So I don't have a problem with a council coming up to tell me it looks like we are wasting time because this issue is admitted. That in fact helps the court. If the issue is admitted, we don't need to go into details on it, whether or not he knows. Even if he doesn't know how it occurred, It doesn't matter now if it's admitted. Does it?
Yes, my lord, I'm in agreement.
My lord, it is not admitted, it is explained.
Oh, it is explained.
There is a difference.
Okay.
Yes, it is
So
explained.
isn't it very useful that explanation
Yes.
will be made by your witness?
Yes.
Irrespective of what he says, all he has said is that he has said that this fellow obviously voted and he was not there before.
Okay, let me go to that, my lord. Let me go to that straight away. You told this court this morning, Collins voted. You said that. I heard you.
Yes.
Were you at that polling station, Mondo?
I wasn't. But you can see if
Were you there?
and you have admitted that
Were you there?
somewhere in
Were you there? Don't engage me in an argument. Were you there in Mondo polling
I
station?
wasn't.
Who told you?
This is what I was explaining.
Who told you? I don't want your explanation.
I was saying this issue came up.
Who told you?
My lawyers, after scrutinizing, they told me.
Very well. This information is coming from your lawyers. And then you are adopting it as evidence.
It's not illegal.
Okay. In your register, the register which your counsel has filed, the register which is filed, is the name of Collins in that register.
It's not. That is what we have put here.
Because I'm trying to show you the difference between there having been a wrongful registration, which actually occurred elsewhere, not even in this county, and the register which remained intact and which was used at the polls. That's what I'm driving you to.
But Your Honor,
You see him vote.
but Your Honor, it affected the voting in Mbeere North. It was registered in Kiambu, but he was around to vote on this side, and they are admitting.
There is no question he's
The
asked.
question I'm putting to you is this. You allege Collins voted. Is that not your evidence this morning?
Yes, we voted. Let's scrutinize, we will see it.
How did you know he voted?
Let's scrutinize, we will
Counsel,
find
you
it.
know,
my
he
lord.
has already answered those questions.
How?
You asked him, he says Collins voted. I said so. I was not at his polling station. My lawyers told me when they scrutinized my case, the name of Collins is not in our register of voters.
Thank you.
Is all that
Thank you for. Thank you. Thank you.
No. We'll be closing in 3 minutes. 3 or 4 minutes at 4 o'clock.
But we have to stand him down.
Sorry? You will have to stand it down.
I'm not done with him.
All right, that's fine. You can stand him down when you are ready.
Okay.
Let's go up to 4.
What about the details of the Kim's kit, which was used to register this person? Because, my lord, he admits, just like he says, we admit this registration did not occur here. Where did he get this information from?
Ask him.
My lord, I'll have an objection. Is he asking the question to court or to the witness?
My lord.
Karaoke Njiri.
Mr. Mheshimiwa Kariuki.
Take a seat.
Mheshimiwa Kariuki.
What is the question, Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Mongela? Ask a question.
Yes, Mr. Mheshimiwa
Don't
Kariuki.
make it complicated. Don't compound it. Just a question, one question with one answer.
And of course, my lord, he does not feel agitated by that line. Let him put the question to witness.
In your application for scrutiny, you want this honorable court to avail Kim's kit serial number, which you have stated in the application. It's a long number, which was used to register Colin Munene Murioki. You have given even the Kim's kit details. The Kim's, it is contained in your prayers in the application. the entire serial number of that cubes is set out therein. So.
Yes.
Where did you get this from? Considering that from the inventory which has been filed in court, which has been filed by the deputy registrar, the materials were submitted to the court, and I hope you have an occasion to look at it. This number which you give there is not part of those materials which were used in this election, because you said it is the one which was used in Mondo. Where did you get these details from?
But Your Honor, why is he doubting our intelligence? You see, already we have said, Your Honor.
Just answer the question, Mr.
You are seeking to scrutinize this material.
Yes, and IBC is in admission that it was done in Kiambu. They have admitted, and he voted. And maybe also others also in other polling stations also it happened. You never know.
Ask the question again. I want an answer to the question. Just ask the question again.
My question to you, Mheshimiwa Kariuki, is this. You are seeking to scrutinize the Kim's kit, whose details you have given, the serial number you have given in the application for scrutiny, which was used to register Collins Munene Murioki at Mondo Primary School.
This is illegal.
I have not said it is illegal. I've said you have given those details, and I'm asking you, where did you get these details from? Simple question.
Your Honor, I'm saying this will be better explained by my lawyers.
All right.
Very well, very well.
My lawyers will explain.
Yes. Is it your evidence that this Kim's kit is the one which was used for the by-election, as is alleged in your petition? Is it your evidence?
No, I think this number 5 is asking for something different, Your Honor. If I may understand.
From your understanding of your case, from the way you understand your case, let me put it simple.
Yes, well.
From the way you understand your petition seeking to unseat the fourth respondent, from the way you understand it in simple terms, is the Kim's kit which you allege to have been used to register Collins Murioki, was it used in the by-election? From your understanding? From
No,
your
no,
evidence?
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Other than, my lord, I'm finishing on this one. Other than Collins Murioki, who is alleged to have been registered, or rather who was registered for Mondo, do you have any other person or evidence of any other person having been registered in Mbeere?
We will be proving that, Your
My
Honor.
question is simple, Mheshimiwa.
Yes, it's there.
Do you have?
Gikuyari.
By which name?
I cannot be able to affirm the name by now.
You have somebody else who was registered in Igekuyari. That is what you have just said.
In Gikuyari,
Yes, and I want you to give us his name.
should I explain?
Give us his name, not explain. Give us his name so that we can see how and where he was registered.
Council, he is running on your time, you know.
When I say that we stand him over.
Your Honor, I can provide it tomorrow.
I think you
It's
better
not
stand,
right.
stand him down.
Let's
Because
stand
he's
him
running
down.
on your time.
Let's stand him down, my lord. Let's stand him down. I'll pick it up from there tomorrow morning.
I don't want anybody to lose time
Yes.
and start requesting for time later on,
Yes.
unless you are willing to exchange for, you know, for one another across the parties.
I think he has asked quite a difficult question, so it is a difficulty of his question that is taking us more time. But we'll take this time.
Mr. Mongela, you'll be continuing with him tomorrow?
Yes, my lord. We'll continue in the morning tomorrow.
Please, if you can come on time so that we can try and keep our schedule. The witnesses stood down for further cross-examination tomorrow, 9:00 a.m. Is there anything pending?
Yes, my lord, and this was made to, it is Mr. Mongela who made us, father who requested me to make this request,
Yes.
that when we have a healthy break,
Yes.
whether the court can consider a provision of a cup of tea to counsel. Mr. Mongela was supposed to move that motion, but nevertheless delegated it to me.
You know, we'd be very happy to do that if you will start tomorrow morning, Mr. Ndwiga. Tomorrow you'll come back to be cross-examined. But is there a box for offerings at the back there, at the door? Yeah, offerings from council and others.
There's a suggestion box.
If you drop anything in there, we'll collect it.
You can suggest something.
I will look into that and I will see whether anything can be done, but I highly doubt. What you need to do is talk to your local member of parliament, local members of parliament, and ask them to increase the allocation of budget to the judiciary. If people are going hungry because of cases
My
or
lord,
thirsty,
my client is willing to move that motion.
You'd rather do it faster before the end of the petitions.
now, I'd actually begun writing Dego's name here. I can see this is not for the record. Okay. So can we meet tomorrow morning at 9:00? Certainly, I know we can do water, but about the tea, I'm not able to say anything right away. If I did, I would have to dip into my pocket. But we'll see.
We must oblige.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Can we just take a seat again? Let's just take a seat. I think it is important that we do the carried down time, so that everybody knows what they're coming in with tomorrow morning. I thought I had asked you to do that.
Petitioner, you have used so far 120 minutes. That is the petitioner. You've used 120 minutes. First to third respondent, the same you've used so far 120 minutes. The fourth respondent, so far you've used 11 minutes. So you subtract from the 650 minutes, you get the remaining, the time carried forward.
Thank you. I wanted that to go on record so that everybody knows how we are faring. Thank you.